Great. So again, welcome. We are not going to keep you long. We just have a couple things we wanted to inform you about or mention about Alpha Lambda Delta, just a quick description of who we are. And really focusing on answering a lot of questions that we know students ask in general about getting invited to join Alpha Lambda Delta. And we want to be able to answer those questions. And then, so we're going to I'll go through some of those first, and then if you have questions that I haven't answered, please feel free to just ask away, put in chat if you'd like, or unmute and go ahead and ask any questions you have. Let's switch over. Okay, so really quick, brief overview. We're a National Honor Society. Obviously, your institutions probably have many honor societies. Most of the honor societies in the country are discipline based. They're based on your major. So whatever your majors are or will be, you might be invited to join an honor society that's specific to that discipline. But our niche is we're interdisciplinary and we're all about first year students. So you are, I believe, should be pretty much finishing your first year at your institution, and that's what, and you did well your first semester, and so that's why you were invited, and that's our focus. It's membership for all 4 years of college and life, but your eligibility is based on your first year academic success. Before I forget, and I already did forget, and so we've had a few more join. So we like to do prizes and giveaways during our online events and info sessions. So the way we do it is to have you all just quickly put in chat your name and your institution. Or your name is probably, if it's not clear in Zoom, like some of you might have, like initials and stuff, just make sure you put your name and your institution in chat if you'd like to be entered into a giveaway drawing. And then we pick a couple random names, maybe 4 or 5, and then you'll get an email with an e-card, Amazon gift card. So that's what we do for prizes. So again, if you want to be entered in that, put your name and school in chat, and we'll find your email through your invitation. Okay, so that's sort of basically the foundation of Alpha Lambda Delta is based on first year success. We've been around a very long time. In fact, 100 years. We're pretty excited to celebrate our centennial this year. We were founded on May 31st, 1924 at the University of Illinois. We actually have over 400 chapters that have been established in our 100 years, and maybe 280 to 300 are active, including the chapters that you are representing. Let me just take a quick peek. I don't have chat open. Great. Liberty, LSU, Illinois, Ohio State. Awesome. Great. Those are some great chapters. And shout out to Illinois, right? So you are our founding chapter. So if you join at the University of Illinois this year, you would be the 100th group and inducted. And actually, there's going to be a little bit of hoopla around that. I think I'm going to actually come to your campus in the fall, in October, and we're going to have some sort of special celebration. You are all chapters are important, but Illinois is the alpha chapter. Anyway, we do induct about 20 to 22,000 students every year. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the suspicion that honor societies aren't legit in a few minutes, but just suffice it to say for now, for this slide, that we are certified, that there is a nationally certifying agency, a national certifying agency called ACHS. And we have been certified by them, meaning we've met the standards of legitimacy since I think 1938 or something, so a long time. So again, we've talked about this. The eligibility is doing well your first semester or first year. We're going to talk about the fees, why there's a fee, what it goes towards, what you get for it. This slide is really just to sort of set the stage for the fee is varies. So everybody here, well, every school here has a different fee. Liberty is different than LSU than Illinois. And that's because your chapter decided on a local fee on top of the 30. So for everybody, the national fee is 30, one time, lifetime. But your chapter has chosen an amount. It might be 10, it might be 15. So whatever your fee is 30 plus your local dues. And we'll talk about those local dues in a minute. Again, no annual fees. Be careful about other organizations you might be invited to join and maybe join. They'll charge your credit card multiple times or once a semester, once a year. So we don't do that. It's one time, lifetime. I'm going to talk more about benefits, but we know that it is a great resume builder. We've been around a long time and we're known. Leadership opportunities if you want, perks program, honor cords, I'll talk about those. Most chapters do distribute certificates and pins, not every chapter. Some are sort of moving away from the certificate because a lot of students never pick them up. But that's what we provide. If you want a printed certificate and a pin, that's the first thing that you get. Oftentimes there are in-person ceremonies for a lot of the chapters. At the end of the semester, they are going to participate in our online ceremonies. I believe that is the case for LSU, Liberty, Illinois, although Illinois might have something in person in the fall, like I mentioned. Those are just some students and parents enjoying being inducted into ALD. Okay, so let's just, and as I mentioned, the session, we try and keep it within 30 minutes. So I talk fast, but again, if you have questions, just don't hesitate to ask. And Danielle, if anything comes up in chat, because it's on a different screen, so I'm not monitoring it, let me know, interrupt me. Okay, so there's just 2 slides where I talk about some of the most common questions or myths even about an honor society. And so one is, our foundation is on celebrating our founder founded ALD because she felt like it's important to recognize and celebrate academic achievement. So it is a big deal. It's not easy to do well your first semester, really not easy at all for a lot of college students. And so, we spend a lot of time on college campuses helping students who struggle and got a 1.2. But we want to be able to, for Alpha Lambda Delta, do something for students who got the 3.5, 6, 7, 8, or 4.0. So it's a big deal and it's worth recognizing. Big question we get a lot of is what happens? Do I have to maintain it? The answer is no. So you're eligible now because you did well in your fall semester. That's it. If you join, you're a member and you're a member for life. So next year or even this semester, you're great, you're struggling a little bit more, maybe your cumulative drops below 3.5 or next year or the year after. Not that it doesn't matter because we want you to continue to do well, but you don't get kicked out. So your membership is for life and you're not going to be pressured to maintain it, but you are going to be encouraged to, and that's a good thing. Benefit of Alpha Lambda Delta at the chapter level and national level, we provide resources to help you just maintain your GPA. Incentives, there are some senior things that if you do graduate with a cumulative 3.5 or higher, there's some cool things you'll get in your senior year. And just support with your fellow chapter members, programs and services that your chapter is going to offer, study nights, maybe librarians come to talk to students about AI, test taking strategies, just support for helping you academically to keep it up, but you don't have to maintain it. A lot of students feel like, maybe you're already involved in some things. Maybe you're on a sports team or intramurals, or you're an athlete, you work part-time, you work full-time, you've got family to support, you're busy, you have a lot going on. So getting invited to Alpha Lambda Delta might be like, that's just one more thing I just don't have time for. So the message here is, first and foremost, there are no requirements for involvement. So you don't have to go anywhere or do anything with Alpha Lambda Delta. You're encouraged to because it is an active chapter on your campuses. You might even want to take on a leadership role and help lead the chapter. But you don't have to. You're not required to attend events. or attend meetings. So again, encouraged to, so that you do get more out of it if you do go to some things. But don't let that dissuade you or make a decision for you, because it shouldn't be a factor. The other thing I like to say about time is that right now, you're probably in the midst of finals, or you're just about to head into final exams. So time really is important right now. And so you're thinking that you don't have time for anything else. And that's probably true. But think about long term. So remember, this is a lifetime membership. And so you might have plenty of time, another time, next year, next semester, your junior year, your senior year. That time, your time commitments are going to change. Coursework might start to get, frankly, a little easier next year, just because you're used to studying now and you've got the hang of things academically. A lot of variables. So just know that right now might be busy, but in the future you might not. You might want to go to some things that are interesting and you could get a lot out of. Okay, so time, grades, money. Let's talk about money. I just hear this all the time, don't join any organization that charges you money just because you got good grades. It's a scam. It's, they just want your money, and they're just going to run away with your money. And I don't know what we're suspected of doing with your money. But there are fees for every kind of membership organization. First of all, for every honor society, there's a fee, because we're operated nationally or internationally by a national office, and we provide programs and services and benefits to you at the national level and at the local level. So again, let's talk about that fee. So it's $30. That is one of, if not the lowest, honor society fee out there for Alpha, and Alpha Lambda Delta has chosen to keep the fee as low as possible. We are not looking to gouge students. We are not a multi-million-dollar corporation. We try and keep the fee low because we want it affordable, and we want to try and provide as much as we can for that fee. So for the 30, the certificate, the PIN, national conferences, online national summits, a perks program I'm going to talk about. The perks program alone that members can partake in will more than pay for that $30. An online leadership development program, career resources. So we provide a lot for the rest of your life for $30. I didn't even mention scholarships. You will be eligible to apply for a lot of scholarships. It is not guaranteed that you get one, and I think I just saw it in chat. Right, I just went over to chat. Yeah, so we offer 3. I'm going to show you the page. Well, actually, you can go ahead and put that in there, Danielle, the link. So we offer 3 scholarships. It would be next year that you would apply for them, and then you're just in a good position to apply for all sorts of scholarships. And the Alpha Lambda Delta chapter, locally and nationally, we want to do more to help students identify and apply for all sorts of scholarships, not just ours. So the other thing I want to just mention is, so I keep talking about $30, and you're thinking that's not my fee. My fee is, 50 or 40 or 45 or something more than 30. So the other part of that fee, everything above 30, is 100% of it is for the chapter. So it all goes back to, we collect it all, but we send a check to your school for you and your chapter, and all that money stays on campus. And that's what your student leaders are using, because every student organization on a campus also needs money. They might want to have pizza at a meeting, or they're going to have a cake or a tray of cookies at an induction ceremony or a gathering. They're going to buy supplies for some service project. Maybe you're going to make cards for the elderly or in nursing homes. So they're going to go out and buy cardstock and markers and envelopes. So every chapter needs money locally to help it function on campus. So that's what anything above the 30 goes towards that. And so that is sort of the money piece of it. again, you already pay a student activity fee to your institution that goes towards all registered student organizations. So you're already paying for clubs on campus, and this is sort of no different. So I think the question is it worth it? Is the question for you. Are you going to get enough out of it? We think you get a lot for the 30 plus, that it is worth it because it's a lifetime membership and it's not a recurring cost. Should I stop here for a sec?
Yeah, we've got a few questions in the chat
Yep.
around scholarships.
Yeah.
So I know you'll probably dive into that a little bit more. But also a question if you could elaborate more on what the leadership program entails.
Yep. Okay. So if those are the main things, let me
And then one other about community colleges.
Yes, so we are open to community colleges. Yes, we're not on that many community college campuses. There is another honor society that's very popular for community colleges called Phi Theta Kappa. But we are open to two-year colleges, yes. So if you know of one that doesn't have a chapter that wants one, we are open. I am absolutely going to get to those questions. So let me just fly through this. We're often confused with a fraternity sorority. I have nothing against fraternities and sororities. I used to be a Greek advisor in another life. But we are very much not a fraternity and sorority. And we just share a common, Greek letter name. So you are absolutely open to and can join as many organizations as you want. If you're familiar with fraternities and sororities, you know that you do only join one of those. You go through the rush process and there's this matching and bidding and all that, and you pair with one and that's it for life. But that is not the case with really any other society, membership organization, Greek letter organization, like their service fraternities, business fraternities. Though you can join all of those, and Alpha Lambda Delta. So you are able to join other societies, other honor societies, or Greek letter organizations. So the legitimacy question I've addressed a little bit. We do get that a lot. Just, we're lumped in because there are some sketchy organizations. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna name them because we're being recorded, but there are some sketchy organizations. So all I would advise you is to just do your homework, do some research. Our members have said over the years, maybe you've already done this, just Google us, look at our Instagram, look at us online. We're on GuideStar, which is an open, transparent website where you can see all of our information, our financial information. And so, just do your homework. I'm sorry to say, we do get lumped in with other organizations that aren't quite so living up to standards, that are not looking at, I think some of the key things to look at is, do they even have a GPA requirement? Is it truly an honor organization? There's some out there that are inviting just every college student on every campus. That's not an honor organization. Do they have a campus presence? Do they have chapters? Is there a chapter advisor? We cannot exist on a college campus if there's not a faculty or staff member that's sort of oversees it. And so that is the case for all of yours. You have great advisors at all the chapters I saw you are from tonight. Yeah, there, we have a physical office. We're a real operation. We're not just collecting money. Okay, the last two things, again, you don't have to be involved. It is going to be encouraged, but because we're so well known and around 100 years and over 1.3 million members over our lifetime of 100 years, people know us, and so it will be an impressive look on your resume. If you do transfer, that's okay. Remember, member for life, or if you take a year off or something and come back. So if you transfer to a school that has a chapter, you can just join that chapter. You're already a member, you don't have to rejoin anything, but just we would transfer your record to the new school. Or if you go someplace that doesn't have a chapter, you can join what we call our national chapter just to stay connected if you want. and or help us start a new chapter at your new institution if you transfer. Because we're always looking to expand. We've just installed our 9th new chapter this year, 8 before that, 13. So we grow a lot each year. Okay, so I can actually just jump over to our website. So I was just going to show some screenshots, but let me just jump over to our website so I can just be more specific. Okay. Because I know there were questions. So, and Danielle, keep me on task here. So first is scholarships. So National ALD is our website and there's tons of stuff there. But essentially we offer 3 types of scholarships. The TRO is for undergraduates in pretty much your to give money to your 3rd and 4th year of college. So you would apply next year as sophomores. And then if you win it, you get money in the summer after that. And we award $211,000 total right now. If you are thinking about studying abroad, you can apply at any time. The deadline is March 1st. Anyway, if you are thinking about studying abroad, we give study abroad scholarships. And then the 3rd category is our graduate fellowships. So those you can apply for the rest of your life. So if you are a senior right now and you're thinking about grad school, even if you're not thinking grad school in the fall of 24, but maybe you want to take a year or 5 years off, and 5 years from now, you can always apply for a graduate fellowship for the rest of your life. So those are our 3, and we really want to do a lot to encourage you and help members apply for other scholarships. As I mentioned earlier, there's millions and millions of dollars given out to students. And I think a lot of students just don't bother applying. They don't know how to apply. They don't know how to ask for a letter of reference, which are weighted heavily. Like, we want to help you learn how to submit successful scholarship applications and win them. So that is our scholarship program. Danielle? Yep.
We did get a question, what if you are a senior? So I'm not sure, Ariana, if you want to clarify, did the graduate fellowship sort of answer that? Or are you wondering, or do the other scholarships apply if you're a senior as well?
Right. So 50 students get TRO, and and so you can get, if you're a senior next year, you would only look towards the graduate fellowship, if that answers Ariana. And then so we give 50, this is for now, this might grow, it's not going to get less, but it might be more next year. 50 TRO, 20 and 28 graduate, 20 similar and 28. So 9, almost 100 total every year. Oh, okay, Ariana, if you graduate this May, you'd be looking just mostly at the graduate fellowship. As in next month, in a few weeks, you graduate. Yeah. Okay. I can come back to that, but I'm going to switch over. You're very welcome. I'm going to switch over to, so this is the 2 biggest member benefits that are unique to Alpha Lambda Delta, don't exist in any other honor society at all, and come with your membership. I think are really cool. If I could just find them. I'm going to start with ALD perks. So this is something we have partnered with a company that provides discounts. So basically, it's just sort of what it sounds like. It's lots of savings on food, restaurants, pizza, movie tickets, travel discounts, hotels, holiday offers, wellness perks, wellness savings, zoo tickets, oil changes, car rentals, like just 300,000 different perks. And you could say, they claim you could save over $4,000 on things. So you're probably not going to use it that much, but hey, you can. So this is a member benefit. This is something that comes with ALD. You do need to opt into it so that we're not, it's a 3rd-party company that offers it. And it's an app on your phone and it's cool. And it can even, you type in your zip code and it'll even bring up discounts in your neighborhood if they exist, and they usually do. So that's perks. But someone had asked about the leadership. The other thing is something that we developed. And we partnered with an organization called Lead 365. It's an online self-paced leadership and career readiness courses, modules. Courses is a strong word. They won't take you that long to complete. They're on 12 different topics: communication skills, building your confidence, listening, networking, your social media presence, and strategic planning. Those are the topics. And if you complete 10 out of the 12, you will be nationally certified. You'll get a certificate that you're nationally certified, and you get your name on our website like this. So I think there's some Liberty, who else is here? Yeah, so there's some of your fellow students are here. So those are things, again, that come with membership. So we talked about those. That I didn't mention that there's another page. You could put that in there if you want. Career. I don't know if you have it handy, but our career resources. We just had a live interview with a recruiter that's been recorded. You can check that out. This is a very cool benefit that not a lot of people know about, but they should. If you ever think you want to work for the federal government, of which I'm sure there are millions of jobs they hire for, because you are a member of a National Honor Society, Alpha Lambda Delta, you would automatically be upgraded from a GS5 pay grade to a GS7. I don't know exactly what that means because I've never worked for the federal government, but it's more pay because you're in an honor society. Locally, again, you would be involved in volunteer opportunities. These are students at our National Leadership Conference, which we host an in-person conference every year. You might be selected to come to that. It's in a different city every year, and it's a really cool experience. And this year it's in Chicago, and we're celebrating our centennial. So I've talked, I know there's more, questions, but I'll come back to that. Let me just finish this up real quick. Again, campus involvement, they do a lot of stuff on your campuses. I know, from some of the schools I saw you're from, whether it's, attending parades and events, intramural sports, cleanups and service projects. There's a lot of activity. These are real pictures from real chapters from real students engaged in things. It's not just for your first year, you're all finishing your first year, but if you join now and get inducted at one of our ceremonies, we have a ceremony on the 28th this month and May 9th next month. You would be involved, or you can be involved if you want, with programs and activities the whole time you're at your university. I mentioned that if you do maintain a 3.5, which you're not required to do, you'd get a senior certificate and possibly the highest GPA of the group. If your senior class gets a senior book award. Anybody can wear honor regalia. Honor cords are very, very popular that you can wear at graduation. We have stoles and medallions too, but the honor cord that's our actual cord. We would love for you to head on over to our social media. We're pretty active on Instagram in particular at National ALD. That I think speaks to our legitimacy as well, but lots of stuff we do, study tip Sundays and why join Wednesdays, and try and support chapters through social media as well. So I think somebody had a question about joining. So everybody should have received, I'm going to stop sharing real quick and just chat. So you should have received an invitation, the same portal, My Honor Society, the same portal where you got this information about the info session today is your invitation. So you will get more reminders, but you join through the link in that email invitation. If you can't find it, let us know, email. Can you put the ALD email in chat. Danielle, please. So if you have any trouble joining, or you can't find that invitation that you received, or if you have any trouble, just shoot us an email and we'll help you. We're around all the time. Deadlines vary, so I can look that up real quick, but they are gonna vary by chapter. So let me go over here, and if you are curious about that, I can look it up real quick, whoever asked that, what school?
Liberty University.
Liberty's deadline is May 7th. May 7th for Liberty. What else did I see here? Ohio State's here, May 7th also, because you're doing the May 9th ceremony. Montclair, I think I saw, is here. Tomorrow is Montclair, so hopefully Illinois, I think that's Illinois, right? Illinois is April 28th. 5 days, April 28th for Illinois, and LSU is April 25th. Yeah. So coming up soon, because our ceremonies are coming up for those in the April 28th online ceremony. Yeah. Cal State Northridge is actually tomorrow, I think. Yes, Cal State Northridge is tomorrow. End of the day tomorrow. And that chapter's getting big. They're every chapter here are pretty good sized chapters that we have, we welcome all of our chapters, and we have some really small chapters that might get 5 students that join every year. And we have chapters that get 1,000 students join every year, and you guys are sort of in between. Yeah, Ohio, Liberty, Illinois, Montclair, they tend to be on the bigger side. So yeah.
Do you know if offhand if MSU is the online ceremony participating?
Is that Montclair? Boy, I thought yeah, Montclair is, no, they're doing their own thing in person. Montclair, May 1st. So great questions, you guys, really good. What, did I miss anything, Danielle? I'm gonna rely on you okay. So we talked scholarships, yeah, got all those things. Yeah, so, I don't know the specifics on, Montclair, so hang on. Let me just see if they say, I'm looking at the invitation. You'll get information soon. So the best thing for Montclair is to contact your chapter advisor. So Montclair, this is Montclair. Her name is Shapri Barlow, B-A-R. Well, you'll see it in the email. I'm just going to do her first name and email. So this is the person for Montclair, Shapri Barlow, at it's Barlow S at montclair.edu. So that is the person that will know exactly where and when it is. So does the activities? Oh, okay. So do we actively send you potential scholarship opportunities? So in a way, yeah, we rely a lot on the chapters to share the information. So just know that we have those 3, and they're always spring deadlines. There'll be deadlines in the spring. And then what we do is we funnel our information oftentimes, most times, through the chapter advisor and the chapter officers. So we'll just make sure and make announcements. And then on social media, we share a lot of valuable stuff on social media. So make sure you're following us on Instagram. And then if some big opportunity comes up that students should know about and apply for, we would announce it on social media. So I hope that answers that. I think we want all the information out there as possible. So, and we've got really great chapter leaders and chapter advisors who will pass the information on. For sure. Great questions. Okay, anything else? Oh, we're a little past our 30-minute promise, but so what I'm gonna do is, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We hope you join. I hope we'd love to have you as members. But thanks for taking the time to listen and be here, asking great questions. I'm gonna hang for another few minutes if anybody wanted to ask more questions or chat. But we'll wrap it up from here. But thanks again. Thanks for being here. Have a great night.